Yes.
One of the tests for Carterville this year is they've got to be able to tackle. They've got to be able to tackle within space against this team. And they made a nice one right there from Andy Johnson.
From the 47, Roper takes the snap, thought about the pitch, throws across the middle, has a man wide open. That's Harvey. He gets away across the 30, down the 20 to the 10. Harvey's going to score from the 47-yard touchdown toss from Callahan. Roper here with 10:34 on the clock.
Harvey, a little drag route.
The kick is good, and the Marion Wildcats, they lead the Carterville Lions 7-0 after the touchdown pass of 47 yards for Callahan Roper to Harvey, and they lead it 7-0. We'll be back in 3rd and 3 officially. Johnson gives it to Miller. Miller, first down and more. Breaks free down the near side to the 30, down to the 20 before being brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's what we're talking about, and that is a flag comes flying in. Who's it going to be on? There was a lot of chatter going on there. Goal to goal from the 3 for the Lions. 7:17 on the clock.
Second down. We were charged for that play, so it is second down now.
So Carterville shifts everybody to the right side, strong side right. This time Johnson under center, trying to get the Wildcats to jump. He keeps it, sidesteps a defender right into the in for a touchdown. Quarterback Andy Johnson here at the 7:05 mark for the Lions.
Great read by Andy. He sees the shift over, and that opens up a little space for him. He just tells his guard where he's going. They seal him in. It's a walk into the end zone.
Absolutely. On for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. We have a tie ball game here at Carterville after the Lions score on the 3-yard touchdown run from quarterback Andy Johnson. 7-7's our score. We'll be back in 60 seconds. 1. Roper rolls to his right, cuts up, throws it across, picked off. Carterville picks it off. Jamie Johnson with the interception, and he's driven out of bounds right here on the near side. Jamie Jones on the interception. My bad. Jamie Johnson, the country singer.
You had him coming back from Nashville 2 or 3 times this game already.
Jamie Jones, my apologies to the Jones family. One receiver out to the far side. A pair here on the near side. Coming across in motion. Jamie Jones, and that's the throw to Hayden Harrell. Harrell gets free. He breaks it across the 40 to the 30, looks for a block, cuts it outside to the 20, and finally driven out of bounds on the far sideline. Great running by Hayden Harrell, and great blocking out there by the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, we got it to Harrell really quickly, and we knew we were going to see this from him this year. You've been at practices. You've watched him. He is just so explosive and so athletic, both offensively and defensively. Give him a chance to do what he can do. Nice job on that one.
Ball out to the 15-yard line.
Looks like Jeremiah Bouchard got a little ambitious on that.
Roper rolls right, throws it to the right. It's caught out here on the near side. Logan Hoffman, and he's dropped right in his tracks as he got the ball on the hand. Great defensive job there by Hayden Harrell defensively for Carterville.
You know, Harrell showed some really good signs last year in the secondary. He was a good coverage man and made a lot of tackles. Seems like the ball always found a way to get near him, and he made a play on it.
No gain on that play. Clock rolls to about 40 seconds remaining. 15 on the play clock for the Wildcats. Roper yells at his offense. Sets the play.
Big play for Marion. They're being a little slower, a little more deliberate right now.
Roper takes the snap. Looks deep, throws it deep down the left side, going up and incomplete, and good defense out there by Carterville's Jack Dodson, who was right with the intended receiver for the Marion Wildcats.
Little pump fake earlier, tried to get him to jump forward. Jack held his ground, knew they were probably going to go for the deep ball, turned, stayed right on his man, and played it perfectly.
4th down and 8 from the 20. They're going to punt it away, and they get it away. It's taken at about the 43-yard line. Bringing it to the near side on the return. Jack Dodson, and another penalty on a late hit here on the near sideline. He's going to tack some yardage onto that, so Carterville's going to have outstanding field position. Three receivers out to the far side for Carterville. Ball in the near hash. It's the handoff and the give to Jonathan Miller right up the middle. Grant runs for about 6, 7, 8, close to a first down. Does pick up the first down. That's going to move the chain. Good strong run from Jonathan Miller. We start the second quarter, tied 7-7 here at Carterville. And getting to the outside, cutting it up, touchdown! Carterville Lions on the run.
Andy Johnson again.
Setting up for the extra point. And it hits off the upright, no good, and that's going to keep it a 13-7 game. But Carterville has the lead here in the second quarter. They're up by 6. It is 13-8. The ball is at the 38-yard line. So Roper has the tailback behind him. Takes the snap, gives it to his tailback, and dropped right there. That was Blake Winters on the carry. But Carterville's defense was in the backfield, and a great defensive play by the Lions.
Looks like he came from the backside. It was been an Ethan Hendricks on that.
Third down. Andy Johnson brings his Lions to the line of scrimmage, moving left to right. Johnson from the shotgun gives it to his running back. That's Jonathan Miller. Got free across the 30 to the 40, and he's finally brought down from behind. But a big first down run by Jonathan Miller broke free off that far side, and the first down by the Lions.
Marion's
snap. Roper fakes the handoff, throws it out to Thomas. Thomas gets free down the far sideline, has a blocker in front, runs into his blocker, and that allows 4 Carterville Lions to wrap him up, and he smoked his blocker right in the backside. So Roper quickly takes the snap, rolls right. Nobody open, good defense, and he just has to throw it away. Was it picked off? Yes, it was picked off by Jonathan Miller. And the turnover, why didn't Roper just chuck that out of bounds? But another interception by Carterville. Jamie Jones won earlier. And this comes here at the 5:54 mark. Looking at a 4th down and 8 from the 47-yard line. Can the Lions get the defensive stop here? They're going to go for it with 41 seconds remaining.
If he doesn't like what he sees, he can just drop back and
and that's
and
what they're doing.
That's what it looks like.
Well, he throws it out to the far side, caught in a first down. Nice job high pointing the football, toe tapping the sideline, and that reception out there was by Logan Hoffman.
It's a big time play by the quarterback, not just to read that, but to make that throw.
Yeah, and Logan
in
Hoffman.
that situation,
What
that's
a
going to
catch.
help you put points on the board.
So with 35 seconds left, a new fresh set of downs. Low snap. Roper takes it, throws it near side, and it's caught and breaks free. Sidesteps the defender, and that's going to be a touchdown from the 47-yard line. And it comes here at the 25-second mark to tie this game at 13. A 47-yard touchdown pass.
You're kind of in a situation as a defensive back. You don't want to get beat deep. You don't want that bomb to go over your head. So you play a little soft. You give them a little bit more of a cushion. And then they threw it right underneath the coverage. And he made a really nice turn. Good cut. Dodged the tackle. Walked it in.
Logan Hoffman with the touchdown. Everybody shifts back over to the line of scrimmage to the right in the middle. And doing the kicking, Sam Adkins. High snap, good hold, kick is up, and it's good. Marion Wildcats have just taken a 1-point lead over your Carterville Lions here with 25 seconds remaining here until halftime. 14-13 is our score. Back in 60 on New. Jonathan Miller on the kick return for the Lions brings it out to about the 25-yard line. He brought it from the far side of the field here to the near side. So it's Carterville with the ball. 1st and 10 from the 35. And it's Jonathan Miller. He looks fine on this run as he takes it off left guard out near a first down. It's going to be about a half a yard short for the Lions, but he popped that hole real quick like he's done all night long.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on him. He looked really good at the when he came out at halftime. He didn't show any signs. But Carterville's going to run the same.
3rd and 10 now for Carterville. Johnson has Jonathan Miller off his left hip. Carterville sends 3 receivers to the far side. Moving left to right, Johnson takes the snap, looks to throw, finds his man. That's Drake Cappy with the reception. First down and more for the Lions. Good job by Drake Cappy, and he's hurt.
It looks like a cramp. He got up and went right back down. The Lions.
So the first down for the Lions. They have it at about the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9. Johnson from under center. Hands it to Miller. Miller trying to catch the corner. Cuts it up. Cuts it back. Falls forward. Touchdown, Jonathan Miller. Jonathan Miller on the 7-yard touchdown run for the Carterville Lions.
When he stretches that ball out past the end, there's 2 guys that he has to beat, and they're both standing right in front of him and beats them both. That was a really good cutback, and then fall forward into the end zone. Took every yard he could get. Nice job, Johnny.
Going for Carterville 2 here. Johnson from under center. Tries to get the Wildcats to jump. They don't. Steps back under. Going to keep it himself. Cuts it up. Extra point is good. The 2-point conversion is good. And Carterville makes it a 7-point ball game. They lead it 21-14. Jonathan Miller, the 7-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion from Andy is good. We're going to take a break. Football. Johnson, he's under center again. Jonathan Miller, the tailback, takes the pitch. Brings it here to the near side, across the 30, the 35, across the 40, cuts it up, down the sideline, makes another defender miss right in front of us. Carries it across midfield. What an impressive run from Jonathan Miller. Carterville fans cheering. Ball on the near hash. Clock rolls. Johnson from the shotgun takes the snap, gives it to Miller. Miller sidesteps the defender, cuts it to the outside across the 40, looks for a block, brought down inside the 35. Johnny Miller. So let's see what the Lions can do here. They lead it 21-14. Johnson takes the snap. Screen near side. That's Hayden Harrell. Harrell gets a nice block down the sideline. Popped out of bounds. Puts his head down, and defensively coming up to make the hit, that's Andre Jones. But a nice gain by Hayden Harrell for the Lions. Carterville shifts strong side left. Johnson steps up under center. Ball on the turf. Miller picks it up and puts his helmet right into the defender and ran right over the top to pick up 2 or 3 more yards. What a run from Jonathan Miller. My goodness.
Just amazing. That was quite a run, and the ball was just rolling in the backfield, and he just decided to pick it up. Yeah, he picks the ball up 4 yards deep in the backfield and just looks for a place to go.
2nd and goal from the 4. Johnson turns around, gives it to Miller. Cuts it up inside. Jonathan Miller with the 4-yard touchdown run for the Carterville Lions. They lead it 27-14. The Lions.
Matthew Menace again set up for the extra point.
High snap. Kick is good. Makes it 28-14. The Carterville Lions.
Like I said, that they're fresh. This offense is fresh. They've had their game plan coming out of halftime. They've still got a few new things to show that we haven't seen this half.
So here comes Callahan Roper. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Roper takes the snap, rolls to his left, looks to throw like he's done all night, throws it deep down the middle, has a man there. Caught! What a catch! What a catch. Sam Adkins on the reception over the shoulder, and a perfectly thrown ball. And, boy, you said it earlier, this game is not over. There's a lot of time left, and perfect pass from Cal Roper.
It was a perfect pass and a nice catch. Reggie Wilson was right on him, but wasn't anything you can do about that.
Wildcats are at the line of scrimmage ready to go again. Now a swing pass here to the near side on the catch. Winters dodges a man down inside the 10, down in near the 6-yard line. And that was Winters on that reception.
Marion's offense looks fresh. Like they're being very explosive off the line and away from the ball.
So it's 2nd down and 1, 2. They throw it out to the far side. Caught. Touchdown. Very, very quick. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Roper to Sam Adkins. And that was just a 4-play drive for the Marion Wildcats.
Yeah, I mentioned it when we were off the air a second ago. It's going to take 35 points to win this game, at least. Like, I don't know that we're going to sit at 27 or 28 points and wait for it to be over. Now, a 7.5-minute drive, that'll do the trick.
Yep. So, 28-20.
I think he's going to run a play here.
They do run the play. Carterville's got 4 on 3. Roper trying to outrun, throws it to the back corner.
No good.
No good, was pushed out of bounds. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So Carterville 7:36 showing on the clock. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 43. Here is Andy Johnson out across the 40. Now, finally, puts the play in motion. Miller on the, no, it's Johnson on the keeper. Gets to the outside, cuts it up. Going to be just about a half-yard short of a 1st down. So Carterville shifts everything over to the right side. It's 2nd down and 9 from the 22-yard line. Fakes the pitch, rolls left, pumps it over the left side, finds his man. Caught! Caught by Jamie Jones.
He's feeling it right now.
Yes, he is.
Wow. And Andy got popped when he threw that ball. There was pressure, and you talk about making a play. He got absolutely drilled as soon as he let go of that ball and put it on a dime.
Gives it to Miller. Miller in for the touchdown run for the Carterville Lions. 6 yards off the feet of Jonathan Miller.
We lined up number 60, Luke Barnhart, defensive tackle. We put him in the backfield as a lead blocker on that play. He goes through the whole first. I don't know how much you've seen Luke Barnhart. He's a strong, strong man.
Good snap. Kick is good. How about that?
Good freshman coming in and
How
taking
about
2
that?
extra points, big time, right there. Nice work.
35-20. Carterville leads the Marion Wildcats here with 4:18 remaining. We'll take a break. We'll be back now for the Wildcats. 3:58 on the clock. Roper.
Ooh, a screen.
Just through the screen. Caught there by Thomas. Thomas breaks it to the outside across the 30, to the 20, to the 10, down the sideline. Touchdown. Touchdown for the Marion Wildcats. And it is going to be a 55-yard touchdown to Junius Thomas. They come to the line of scrimmage. They're going for 2. Bad snap. Roper just dumps it off. And the play, he tried to get rid of it, and ball was knocked into the backfield by Braden Brown. I believe it got a hand on it. And the 2-point conversion, no good. Welcome back to Carterville High School. Marion just scored to make it 35-26. They tried the onside again and covered up well. Oh, it gets away. Marion has the ball. Oh, my goodness. As I think that was Andy Johnson that I thought was going to cover up the ball, and it got through him, and Marion
saw them bring him in, saw Andy Johnson go in right there, and the ball bounces in front of him. He tries to lay on it, and it just kind of squirts out.
So they're a quick score offense. They trail by 9. They need 2 touchdowns in the final 3.5 minutes. Roper Swing pass out to the far side. That's caught out there by the Wildcats, Blake Winters. Winters down the far sideline, got a block, pushed out of bounds. So big yardage by the Wildcats. 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats from the 22. Roper drops back, throws it off to the right side, wide open. That's Thomas. Thomas trying to get to the end zone. Touchdown. Yep. Got it. Oh, my. 3:09 remaining here in the game. And it was a 22-yard touchdown pass.
Really what Marion is doing is just dropping the ball under our coverage. They're rolling a little bubble pass out or a screen on one side. And
the 2-point conversion is good on the carry by Blake Winters. Looks like they're going to bring it to this near sideline once again. Here come the Cats. This time they try to flip it up in the air. It's caught. Johnson has it. He falls on it. And that's Carterville's football now. Everybody in tight except for one receiver to the far side. Johnson turns around, quick pitch to Jonathan Miller, trying to get to the outside, cuts it up. Almost broke free, but he's got the 1st down and more. Man, he just fights for every single yard, doesn't he?
And even more important than that, he stays in play. Like he did not run out of bounds.
There's 20 seconds remaining on the play clock, so that's going to take it down to about 1:20 on the game clock. And Carterville just stands at the line of scrimmage.
And you're in good field position. Even if Marion does get the ball back, they still have to go 55 yards in a minute.
From the 46, the quick pitch to Miller, caught in the backfield. Oh, almost fumbled it. Almost fumbled it, but it came right back in the lap of Jonathan Miller. 33 seconds remaining here at Carterville. Lions facing a 4th and 10 from the 48 of Marion. Carterville leads it by 1, 35-34. Jamie Jones back to punt. Can he get a good kickoff? Does.
Great kick.
High, hangs up.
Let it roll.
Takes a bounce.
Let it roll.
And it's touched right there by Carterville with 22 seconds remaining.
More than enough time from what I've seen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. More than enough time. Marion is a quick strike team. Fans are on their feet. 22 seconds left. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Here come the Wildcats as they break huddle. Carterville's defense needs to stand tall. 22 seconds. Snap to Roper. Looks across the middle. Throws it across the middle. Has a man there off the fingertips. Falls incomplete.
They're wanting a flag. They might have one coming, but they didn't get it.
That was intended for Sam Adkins out there. Adkins has been shown and proven he can get behind the defenders. So Brett Dial coaching up. Aiden Swallers, you got to get back. You don't let anybody get behind you at all. Swallers drops back to the 50. There's just 15 seconds remaining. Swallers is the free safety.
It helps if your defensive line can find a way to get to the quarterback. Make him move, make him throw while he's...
Wouldn't that be huge if they could get to him?
They get a sack here, it's over.
Yes. So here comes Roper. Callahan. Drops back. Steps up. Throws it across the middle. Man's there. Picked off by the Carterville Lions. Yes! On the interception, it is Aiden Swallers. And Carterville picks off the last attempt by the Wildcats. And with 4 seconds left, Carterville Lions are going to win this ball game. Good coaching from Brett Dial as he told Aiden Swallers to back it up. And Swallers makes the play.
Speaking of that, like, I think back Harrisburg 2 years ago, St. Joe, Murfreesboro, they beat us time and time again on that deep ball late in the game. We knew it was coming and just couldn't get it knocked down. And then tonight we made the adjustment. Nice job by Sean Geralds and his staff, Coach Dial getting people where they need to be. Let's snap this ball and go home with a W.
V formation for the Lions. Johnson under center. Last snap of the game, and that's a winner. Carterville is going to come away with the victory over the Marion Wildcats tonight. 35-34. What a fantastic ball game here this evening. And
it took 35 to win it tonight, didn't it?
yes, it did. It absolutely did. And Carterville gets the win here this evening over the Marion Wildcats. What a good, entertaining ball game here this evening between these two Williamson County opponents. 35-34 is the score. We're going to get a different schedule for the Carterville Lions here in 2025 as Coach Brett Dial comes in and sets down. And sorry that isn't cold, but it's wet. It's all good. And Coach Brett Dial joins us here on our post-game show, our coach show brought to you by John A. Logan College. Charge into your future. That was a nail-biter, my friend.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the year, week one, with my health. That's awesome. So, hopefully they're not all like that. But, man, hats off to Marion for, just fighting to the very end. And I never felt safe until we got that interception there. I had not that I don't believe in our guys, but I just thought, man, this isn't going to end well when they had another chance. But, man, our guys made a play when we needed to.
What exactly did you say? I know exactly what you said to Aiden Swallers. You said, don't you dare let anybody get behind you, and he didn't. He stepped up and he picks off that ball to preserve the win.
We'll go with that.
Some version of that. I understand.
So, Swallers is center fielder on the baseball team. And I just walked him back there, and I said, I just want you to understand that when that ball goes up, you need to go get it. And you need to make sure that nobody gets behind you. That's pretty much what was said.
And he did.
And he responded. And he's, man, it's a senior. Seniors in football, seniors make plays, man. And I'm proud of that kid for sticking with it here and coming up with the play that seals the game.
I think this team played so well in so many different areas. Carterville did.
Right.
But I think one of the main topics coming into tomorrow morning is going to be, what about the play of Jonathan Miller in the backfield?
Yeah, I don't know any stats, but I just know he was really good tonight. I don't have any idea. I don't know how many carries he had. I don't know how many yards he had. I just know that we really went with a physical brand of football, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
We really weren't planning on doing that. Actually, and it's funny because at halftime when we were making some adjustments, we didn't even talk about it. It's our goal line set. We didn't even talk about it. And then as we're walking out, I kind of went up to Coach Elfridge and, I said, hey, what do you think about just opening up and goal line just to see what we get? They spent some time adjusting to what we were doing in the first half just to see if we can get a first down. And they didn't look comfortable. You could just tell that they didn't want to play that style, and then our guys were really feeding off of it. And our guys up front were taking a whole lot of pride in playing physical, and we stuck with it. And then, that first drive of the second half, we took 7 minutes off the clock, get the touchdown to take the lead and the 2-point conversion. And I just kind of at that point thought, we got a shot at this thing. It was unfortunate they scored right there before the half and took the lead. That was an unfortunate play. But our guys responded all night, and I'm so proud of how physical and old school this game was, man. That's how you guys have been around me a while. That's how I want to play football. I like spreading it out. I'll throw it, and we do that more often than not. But, man, we get under center. We did that at St. Joe last year, too. Yep. I think Marion ran 3 plays in the third quarter. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And
I had him for 5 plays.
Okay, so 5 plays. I think they got one right there at the end of the quarter.
Yep.
So if we can keep that high-powered offense on the sideline, I mean that's what we had to do to win this game. I didn't think we could win in a shootout like this. 35-34 was not what I had envisioned, but I'm certainly going to go ahead and take that and be just fine with it.
Even add more to that, I think Marion ran maybe 8 plays in the first 20 minutes of the half, the second half.
Yeah,
your offensive guys
correct.
And their defense looked tired.
They were gassed.
But you knew that when their offense came out there, they were fresh and ready to show off what they could do a little bit. But how about the play? Like you talked about the physicality. I felt like we absolutely just punched them in the face up front. Your offensive, defensive line, those guys worked their tail off and were really good and worked hard throughout the entire game.
I thought we had the advantage up front. I really did, and we talked about that this week. And I thought their skill kids were probably had a little bit more of an advantage in their passing game. They're dynamic, man. They're explosive. They're tough, which is what a great game for us to play. To play these types of kids. We saw this week 10 last year. We had a receiver that from Mount Zion that went to Illinois, a tight end that got recruited and is going to Ole Miss. We're going to see this stuff. 4A teams down here, Cahokia. They won the 7-on-7 tournament over SIU this year. We're going to have to play against these types of teams and figure out how to win games. And that's what we did tonight. We figured out, just enough to get by.
Yeah, it was just a big win, and you got to give credit on both sides of the ball. I thought Andy Johnson was outstanding.
So tough.
At quarterback.
Was there any
and
doubt?
He took some big hits.
Was there any doubt that he was going to be? He's one of the toughest kids I think I've ever coached. In 25 years, this is my 25th season coaching football, and he's pound for pound, that dude. He's on my team. I'm taking him every time. We ran a lot more quarterback sneaks than I was planning on. I thought we had it there, and he's following Jackson, who's just a phenomenal player, and we were able to get 4 or 5 yards on first down and keep the clock running and just keep them off balance. They had to crash in. We were able to toss out. We had a nice little boot pass on our final touchdown that that moved the chains pretty good. So it was a good balance for us. For us to be able to go under center, out of gun. I thought the execution for the variety of stuff that we did tonight for being week 1, I'm pretty pleased with it.
Well, defensively, I don't think the last 6 minutes is the best way to judge how well your green defensive backs. Like, you have 4 new starters back there for still looking for some playing time. And they played great for the majority of the game, and then they were just in a bad situation. You had to play a little bit of prevent. They were dropping the ball in front of us.
You know how it is.
They did a great job
you get
tonight.
That momentum going, and they get in a rhythm, and that's hard. It's so hard. But they stuck with it. They were gassed. They were dead.
2 interceptions.
But they finished. Yeah, 3.
3. Yeah, that's right.
We had our linebackers. I think we had 2 of them, and then the one to ice the game. So, man, what an effort from our guys. Yeah, we turned them over 3 times, and we didn't have any turnovers. And we won the time of possession, and I don't know what we ran for, but, I'm going to probably be pretty happy with the number when I see it.
And I think a pretty good game tape for you to look at going into week 2.
Yeah, it's week's going to be different.
It's going to be different.
We're going to take what people give us, and I told our guys, congratulations on the win. I like going into week 2 1-0, but if we think for 1 second Nashville's not going to come here next week with some people we've never heard of, or we have heard of them, the 7 generations, that may, it's going to be big dudes that are athletic, and we're going to have to do it again. We know it's going to happen, and we're going to have to fight, And last year we got smacked week 1, and really last year was week 2 practice, and that win at Nashville was huge, but our week 2 practice was maybe the worst practice of my life. We were terrible, and I'm thinking to myself, we got a problem. We're going to be 0-2, and those guys showed up at Nashville that Friday night and pulled out one of the grittiest wins I've had in my tenure, and that Nashville team went to 8-1 in regular season. Made the quarterfinals, and we went up there having been 40 clock the week before. So we got to find that fire, make sure we don't lose that fire, make sure we come ready to work. And if we can't be excited to show up Monday to get after it, then, this isn't our season. This was the start of the season, and this was a big one on our calendar, and we've been looking forward to this game for a long time. But this isn't where it ends. So we got to make sure that this isn't the peak.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Good job.
Coach Brett Dial joining us here on the post-game show. Lions win at 35-34 tonight over the Marion Wildcats. Entertaining ball game.